And amid the India-Canada standoff, External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar has sent out a stern message at the United Nations General Assembly. He has said, and I quote, "We told the Canadians that this is not the government of India's policy. If you have something specific and if you have something relevant, let us know. We've given them a lot of information about organized crime and leadership which operates out of Canada. There are a large number of extradition requests. There are terrorist leaders who have been identified. Our concern is that it's really been very permissive because of political reasons. So we have a situation where our diplomats are threatened. Our consulates have been attacked. A lot of has been shared, and this is often justified as saying that's how democracies work. If somebody gives me something specific, it doesn't have to be restricted to Canada. But if there's any incident which is an issue and somebody gives me something specific as a government, I would look at it." Let's listen in to External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar.
What we told the Canadians. One, we told the Canadians that this is not the government of India's policy. Two, we told the Canadians saying that, look, if you have something specific, if you have something relevant, let us know. We are open to looking at it. So, but to understand the context of it, in a way, because the picture is not complete without the context in a way, you also have to appreciate, Ken, that in the last few years, Canada actually has seen a lot of organized crime, relating to, the secessionist forces, organized crime, violence, extremism. They're all very, very deeply mixed up. So, in fact, we have been, talking about specifics and information. We have actually been badgering the Canadians. We have given them a lot of information about organized crime leadership, which operates out of Canada. There are a large number of extradition requests. There are terrorist leaders who have been identified. So do understand that there is an environment out there. So that is important in a way to factor in. If you have to understand what is going on out there, and our concern is that it's really been very permissive because of political reasons. So we have a situation where actually our diplomats are threatened, our consulates have been attacked, and often comments are made about there's interference in our politics. And a lot of this is often justified as saying, well, that's how democracies work.
But if there are specific pieces of evidence that they provide, the government of India will cooperate with them in terms of
look, if somebody gives me something specific, it doesn't have to be restricted to Canada. But if there's any incident which, is an issue, and somebody gives me something specific as a government, I would look at it. Of course I would look at it.
And CNN News 18's Abhishek Jha is joining us on this story. Abhishek, a very good morning to you. So, Mr. S Jaishankar has sent out a stern message to Canada that if you have something, show us.
Of course, and this is what India's stand has been ever since just due to has alleged Indian agencies' role in the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar. So far, there hasn't been any concrete evidence or something on the basis of which India can look into the case, and this is what probably EAM Jaishankar was also trying to hint at. On the same issue, he is also saying that Canada has become a hub of organized crime. Several of individuals who have been, alleged to be involved in, extortion killings, drug rackets, illegal immigration, they have found shelter on the soils of Canada. And this has been something that India has at least reported to Canadian authorities. India has given them evidences regarding these individuals. Several of extradition requests are pending with the Canadian authorities. When Canada says that Canada and India are strategic partners, what kind of strategic partnership will it become if you cannot trust on your partner's evidences, your proof, and your concerns. Indian concern has been that a huge secessionist movement has been going on in Canada under the political protection of the government that calls openly about the annexation of Indian Punjab, and this is something that India cannot tolerate. There has been multiple proof and evidences that India has given to the Canadian authorities that these are the individuals who are involved in secessionist activities that concerns the sovereignty and territorial integrity of India. But ironically, there has not been much that Canadian authorities have done on those issues. So much so that they are not even interested in pursuing those legal cases, and we have not seen any conclusive, probe or investigation happening in the past complaints that India has raised with the Canadian authorities or past issues that India has raised, including the threat and intimidation to the Indian diplomats by the same Khalistani extremist groups.
All right, Abhishek, please stay with us as we have some more inputs coming in on this story.